Alright, you're with Al, and this is Chronicles of a Not Yet Champion Golfer. But I'm just going to show you something to start. Look, leaves everywhere, look at the trees. I don't know if that really does it justice, to be honest, but it's blown an absolute gale. Because it come out yesterday, weather was lovely, but it takes a while filming, so you have to set the camera up and all that. So it does take a while, so we're always trying to do it really early or last out. So I thought I got last out yesterday, but then people booked on after, so it was a bit busy, so I could only play one hole yesterday. And I birdied it as well. And it doesn't, well no, I'm counting it, so I'm just having first hole as a warm-up today. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play 5 holes because I feel like during lockdown I've got a lot of work done, but I just want to see how it is on the course. I've played a couple of times already, but I just thought I'd do a little 5-hole course vlog and actually show you if the work I've done has been decent, and I'll talk through some of the stuff I've been doing during the lockdown, some of the stuff I've been practicing, why can't I speak? Some of the stuff I've been practicing to try, I can't speak, it's too windy, I can't speak. Some of the stuff I've been practicing to try and prepare to play good golf on the golf course. So this is a test. Yeah. It's actually a lovely little fade to start. My new 3-iron jobby. Yeah, me birdie on here yesterday. It was like a lovely 4-iron off the tee. And then I had 90 yards at 58 on to about 12 feet. It's a little right, but I'm going to be like more positive Al now. Like not just positive Al, but like more positive Al. And hold the putt. Just actually thought I'd missed the putt, to be honest. Oh, that's gone in. How's that gone in? It's gone in. But I've just hit 3-iron there. And I'm not going to be 90 yards away. Got 103 in. It's like into out the left. It's more out the left. Right. 103, it's normally, I mean, that could be a hard 58, but I'd probably normally play a 54 from that distance. But I've got pitch and wedge here because I just need to keep it down. Did some stuff on my TrackMan. On my TrackMan, as if. Stole the Biff's TrackMan. Did some work on that. And I was testing swinging it at like slower speeds. And my numbers were so much more neutral swinging it at lower speeds. So path and club face to path was so much more neutral that made me think like in the wind I should swing it much slower because that's taking all sort of shape and spin out of it as well. So that's why I've got wedge and play a little knockdown. No, I'm going to play 9-iron. Short. Didn't hit it hard enough. Not a very good swing, that. Bit of a dodgy first hole swing. I've already birdied this, remember, practice. You can see I've come up short. I didn't think I played that bad a shot. Just so windy. This is, I mean, I could putt it, but it's into grain, so it's hard to judge. And that slope is, I mean, it's a big slope. I'll play a little run. I'm going to take this fringe out of playing and play 9-iron into the slope and let it run up. Go. Played it well, didn't hit it hard enough. No surprise really that the touch isn't quite there. Okay, so putting. It's a part of the game I've been working on at home, but not loads because I haven't been able to do much pace practice or breaking putts. It's just limited to like putting on my mat. Practicing some start line drills. And I've been doing a bit of practice of getting the strike, and then just a couple of little challenges with my put out. I don't know if you can hear me, but what I'm really going to try is, because you're sort of starting again, essentially on the course, just get my routine absolutely nailed and stick to it. See it go in and play it. Yes. I mean, I birdied it yesterday, so it's a birdie and 1 under. I need to stop rushing. I feel like when it's windy, like I rush round. This is one of the things. Like in tournaments, if conditions aren't great, I'll do that. Like I'll feel rushed. You probably need to like chill out a bit more and take your time, because you need to think about stuff. You need to make sure you're focused and concentrate when you're playing your shots. I feel rushed. Even that chip, I felt rushed. And then afterwards, I spoke at like 1,000 miles an hour, so it's probably something to take note of. The camera helps me with that. It's only the camera that sort of made me realise that. Have a word with yourself. So that was a par slash birdie. Right, second hole, par 4. I've teed up on the right side of the tee. Partly because if I tee it up on the left, the camera's really dark because it faces the sun. But also because I'm trying to smoke this one. Smoke this, I never say that. But there's a trap about 275 and I want to get past it up the right side. So I'm teeing it up down the line that I want to hit it. It's not always the case. Sometimes we want to start at left. I might tee it up on the right side if the wind's out the left. So I can hit it into it and let it drift back. But not this time, I'm trying to smash it. Missed it, missed it, missed it, missed it. Oh wow, that's moving sideways. Wow, that's missed it. I think I like accidentally hit a little cut. It held for ages at the bunker and then went sideways at the end. It's in the left rough. Again, I'm speaking so fast. Chill out. It's just like new, oh yeah, new era. Positive Al. Like it's an opportunity to reset myself on the golf course. Because I've hardly played for ages like everyone. But it's an opportunity to be like double positive. Does that make a negative a double positive? Or double negative makes a positive? I don't know, but you get it. And you know when, like, no, shut up, Al. So I need to apologise as well, because there wasn't a Down the Line episode on Friday. Apologising if you like the Down the Line. If you don't like them, then I don't really need to apologise. I suppose I was sort of doing you a favour. But yeah, there wasn't a Down the Line. But we've done like a really, I'm going to say a really special one then. It's not special because of me and the Biff. It's special because of who we had on. And I'll let you know at the end of the video. So if you watch to the end, a little incentive to watch to the end, that, isn't it? But watch to the end and I'll tell you who we've got on. And we've already filmed it. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And I'm sure if you like golf, you'll enjoy it. So yeah, it's worth watching. I think I've misread that wind a little bit there. I thought it was kind of down out the right, which it definitely wasn't. It was more kind of into out the right. It's quite close to a tree. Might be limited on a swing. I might hit a tree with my new irons, which is always disappointing. 127 we've got. Back pin, but the greens are really firm. And the wind is strong out the right, into out the right. Back right pin, I can't get to that pin if I start it right. I don't want to start it right at the bunkers, right at the green. If it doesn't come back, I'm struggling. I've really got to play a little cut, because I think if I let it come on the wind, moving across the green and bouncing, I don't think I can hold it on the green. I should have a swing. If I go longer club and play a cut, I won't swing it as long. Right, interesting little shot this. Got 8 iron. 127. I'm just going to hit a little chippy cut. 127 pin, but that bunker's only 100 yards to carry, so I know that shouldn't be in play, really. Just hold a little cut. Back foot open, just make sure I hold the face open and pull the handle across me. Go, 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 go. What am I thinking there? I have not hit that anywhere near hard enough. Like, I've struck that good and it's gone in the front bunker. You know that bunker I said wasn't in play? Yeah, well it is in play if you're an idiot. Never going to be enough that. It's so strong that wind, cutting it that much. You needed to hit it harder or use more club. Sort of thing you get out of when you haven't played, I suppose. Positive, Al, just be positive. For God's sake. Okay, so after our rubbish shot, we're there. Look at the leaves, that shows how windy it is. And we've got a long bunker shot up to their back pin. Oh, bags just fell over. Bags fell over, I'm leaving it. Oh, camera's gone. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, what? It took about half an hour to get ready to hit this shot. Another area of the game I haven't been able to practice. I'm just testing myself. Right, I'm playing my 50, bags gone, stay. Playing me 50-degree wedge, because it's so far, just means I can go down a wedge rather than having 58 and have to strike it absolutely pure. I can play 58-degree wedge rather than lengthen the swing and how hard I hit it, just change the club. Go. Bit short. Didn't quite commit to it. It's hard to rake a bunker now. I could have hit it harder, but those sort of things you just get out of. Can't expect that sort of stuff to be brilliant. I can expect to not hit it in the bunker from 127 yards really, but there's not much you can do. It takes a bit to get back into it. Would be a bonus this, really. Hit it straight into wind again now. Think of the wind, think of it, it's blowing a gale. Why am I being so hard on myself again? Don't get into this habit. Got to accept that it might not be as good or as tuned in as it might be in a few weeks. Right, we've got par 5 now. It's normally a hole that you would, I'd expect to birdie it really, but I'm not going to lie, and this isn't negative, me saying this, but camera's gone, damn, every time you know that's going to happen. Idiot. Why? Just put it somewhere flat. Stupid. Is this still recording? Still recording that. Sorry, it's like dramatic this. Right, I'm not going to lie, and this isn't negative, don't blow over. Got a massively strong left to right wind. Stay there. Our clubs have gone. A massively strong left to right wind. It's not really suited to me driving, but all I can do is pick my target, trust it and play it. So I'm going to pick a target up the left. There's no way I'm going to miss it left because that wind's so strong, and let the wind move it back. You know what, there's no trouble right, so it's not an issue if it moves it too much. Don't fight it. It's easy in this wind to sort of smother it because you don't trust it. All you can do is pick your line and trust that the wind's going to move it back enough. Good. Trusted it. So obviously, right, the situation, during lockdown and everything isn't a good situation, but from me personally, like with my golf, I felt like I've used the time well. Like I feel like I've done a lot of good work. I've tried to be disciplined in what I've done and put a lot of work in, like practiced a lot. Like, the old, actually, the expression practice to the hands bleed, which I think is stupid, but I actually have today. Look, see in there in the middle, split my finger, so that's from practicing, which is good. That's partly because the biff has lent me his TrackMan. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of technical work. Just felt like it's a good opportunity to do it, and I love doing that. I just wanted to come out and feel comfortable with my swing. As well, with the biff lending me his TrackMan, I've been able to look at the numbers on that and try and get them kind of where I want them as well. So I'll talk through those numbers on there and kind of what I'm looking for. Al, Garage, go on. When I say borrowed the Biff's Trackman, I've borrowed it in the same way that I borrowed his putter, which is still in my bag. He doesn't know that yet, obviously. I've got a hat on, by the way, because my hair's like... So this is where I've spent 15 hours a day working on technique, pretty much. And it's really good for me to be able to look at the Trackman numbers and know that the stuff that I'm doing is creating consistency within my swing. So to start with, attack angle, minus 5.3. That's a lot better than I was last week when I was on the range with the Biff, when I was just too shallow. So I've improved that a lot. Club path, 0.1. That is very neutral. And I was consistent with those numbers really within a degree, which is what I'm looking for. But then I've got to match up that face to path number. And you can see on this one, it was minus 1.6, which means it's pointing 1.6 degrees to the left. So a little draw, missing the target just left. But that's the number I need to get better at, more consistent, which means more control over the club face, which means I'm going to hit it closer more often. So it's a work in progress. I mean, technique's always a work in progress. For me, it's about building a swing that I can produce consistent numbers, really, when I'm looking at the Trackman. So I feel like I've got pretty good at swing path. It's usually within a degree, really. Just club face where I need to get more control. And for me, that's making sure that I am clearing my body, clearing my hips so that the club can stay stable throughout impact. Go on, Al. Carry on playing in that gale. That wind has moved it quite a lot, but there it is, right semi. And the flag, if you can see it through those trees. Can you see him? Red flag through those trees. We've got 190 and the wind straight out the left. Now, there's a trap at like 25 yards short of the green. So it's 165 to carry that. Bit of a jumpy lie, really. But I like 6-iron because whatever can get over that bunker, I'm guaranteeing over that bunker, it's firm. And short of this green is good because you've got an uphill shot. So 7-iron hitting into the wind to start, I think might just balloon a bit. So I think 6-iron straight over the trap, which is left of the green. I know you can't see it, but if I point the camera that way, it goes too dark. Just trust it. This is why it's good doing it on camera. You talk your way through it. It's like caddying for yourself. It's a bit right. There's a bunker short right. It's kind of ballooned. That ballooned a lot. Maybe I should have tried to keep it down a bit more. Well, it's easy in hindsight, isn't it? Should be all right. It's green side. I can't see. Oh. It's in the bunker job, innit? Tricky one, little right to left downhiller. This is part of the game I felt strong at, really, before lockdown, but most of my practice in the bunkers, practicing strike. Might take me a while just to get dialed into that again. Go a bit, 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 go a bit. Lovely, that. Got to be honest, right, I've been doing a little thing with the Biff. We're going to run it for a while. We played the other day and we did like a little nearest the pin comp on every hole. So rather than playing scoring, we were like, approach shot to the green was nearest the pin, but it put pressure on your tee shot because you had to get it in play. And then whoever got it closest with their approach. But if both missed, then it come down to whoever got the next shot closest. And we played 15 holes, we were 7 all on the last. And nearly hold me bunker shot, so that's on my Insta stories. I'll do it in one of my Insta story highlights, that series. I'm giving myself that putt as well. Bogey birdie, bounce back ability, that. Look, had to give me that. Back to level. / 1 under from me birdie yesterday. Can't really count that, can I? But I am. 130. Straight into. Right. This is normally my 170 club, 7-iron. I'm playing at 130. Now when it's like this windy, you want to take a bit of spin off. And for me, that's taking a bit of speed off. Which, looking at the Trackman, which is why my hand's bleeding. Like I said on the first, the slow swing, my swing is almost neutral. When I get a bit quick, it can sort of move quite a bit, like the numbers can sort of fluctuate, which isn't good. So the slower one should take the spin off, but also no shape because it's like neutral club, neutral path. That's a joke, that. So I'm just going to move this around so you can see me. Right, that swing is going to look horrible on camera. That was long, lazy. It's just so different out here when it's this conditions, when you've not been hitting shots. And when I have played recently, I think I've played twice since lockdown, it's been perfect conditions. So it's no, you know, it's easy really. Whereas these conditions make it tough, but I've just thinned that to about 6 foot. So yeah, take it when you can. One lesson, main lesson of today, always hold your finish, because you can always end up good. Didn't have to tell you I hit that bad then. You could have been like, yeah, it was awesome, that little flighted 7-iron. Actually flew kind of the flight that I was looking for. Just didn't really want to hit it mid-ball. Chance for a 2 though. We'll take that. Yes, yes! That is a bonus. How many times in a round of golf do you play a hole brilliantly and you get done over by something? So when you do stuff like that and you kind of get away with one, you've got to take it 1 under, /2 under, /1 under. That is a bonus, that. Putting feels lovely. One thing that has been so strong, I felt, like before lockdown and stuff, it still feels great. Right, last hole. Well, it's good when the conditions are like this, especially playing your home course, because you can go through the motions a bit and you kind of know what club to hit and where to hit it. The wind just makes you think about it. Into out the right, start up that right side. Yep, yep. I'll say one thing though, and something I need to get out of, is because I've done so much technical work inside, I really do need to play more, because I'm aware when a swing isn't right, like that one then. That's a good drive, like it's perfect. To be honest, it's a good shot. But I felt like I didn't do the move I've been working on, which is the case when I get on the course. I'm not going to do it as much as I am in the next. As a consequence, you always go back to what's a bit more comfortable. And I've just got to keep improving gradually. I'm trying to see if there's anything in the pond. I had no wildlife yet. Nothing. You know, but I've just got to get out on the course and trust it and go through routine and let it go. I feel like the lockdown time has probably done me good. You know, I've been able to do the down the line stuff, which I've really enjoyed doing. Some of the people we've had on that have been really helpful. Like, I've sort of sat back sometimes and just listened, and it's been brilliant. Certainly some of like the mental side of things. You know, I feel like my technique is better. I certainly feel like my chipping is a lot better. And that was something that was always improving really from before lockdown, but I've just continued it, which is good really. I feel like I've used the time well. So yeah, I feel positive about the golf. I don't know what the situation is with any tournaments or anything this year yet. And I don't think anyone really knows what's happening, so time will tell. But I suppose just getting out on the course, I'm grateful to be out here really. Especially now, I know it's windy, but it's still nice. The sun's still out, and yeah, it's just nice to be out. I'm telling myself I'm going to enjoy the game as much as I can now and not take it for granted. Always helps when you just hit the fairway as well. Just hit the fairway. How long's my shadow? How tall am I? 123. Oh no, not again. Alex! Another wind disaster. Right, 123 we've got. Very similar shot that I had into the second. Bag's gone again. 123. I'm going to hit a cut. I've got 7-iron. I hit 8 on that second. It cut well short. So I'm going to hit 7-iron. But I'm going to play it like quite a big cut. I'm going to hit middle of the green, sort of the big trunk of the tree in the middle. And cut it back to the flag. So it's quite a strong cut because that wind's heavy off the right. I'm expecting it not to overcut at all. It probably won't quite cut enough to the flag. But making the green as big as I can there, because I'm unlikely to overcut it in this wind. It's either going to hold straight, and if it just moves a bit left, it's still getting the green. Whereas if I'm starting it right, hard to control it. I can't control the spin because it's firm green, and it'll be landing hard, almost landing downwind. It'll be moving that much. So cut with a 7. Good, go. Good choice that. As soon as it gusted, I thought, where's that down? Trusted it. Might be a little short, but it's right on it. Go-to fist pump. This is decent. Like, not great, like, but good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could play a lot better than this and be over par. That's a good sign, that, I think. Just need a bit of wildlife now. Just a bit of wildlife somewhere. Walker's Pond's over here, and I think, I don't know, I'm like hoping for some geese or something. Any wildlife, anywhere. Anyone? Anyone want to get on camera? The pond's empty. There's nothing in there, look. Not even a duck. It's poor, really poor on the wildlife front, sorry. Here's me ball, look. Little short, but I'm not being critical of that. There's a dog over there running. So it's outside the right, this, but I'm giving it about that much more for the wind. That is strong off the right. Oh, hit it. It's a good line, that. You've got to hit it. That would have been 3 in a row to finish. Yeah. That would have been nice. Well, it wasn't 3 in a row to finish, but we were 1 under with a bogey for them 5 holes. With yesterday's birdie as well, remember. Don't forget that. I'm not letting you forget that. Which is nice. Like, I feel like that was not great, but good. Like, not great, but really good, because I know it's only 5 holes, but I got it round in 1 under in tough conditions and without really swinging it as good as I could, or feeling massively comfortable on some shots, which I expect, like completely expect it, having not played for so long properly. It'll take a while to get back into it on the course, so yeah, I'm happy, really, I am. I'm pleased to be out here. How good is it being out on the course again? I like filming in the garage and doing the technique work and stuff, but being out on the course, playing, being able to film myself playing, that's what I love doing, even if it is blowing a gale. So I wanted to make an announcement in this video of who we've got on down the line this week, because he was brilliant. Let me just give him a shout. Mate!
On the right hand side. Yes!
Mate, you busy?
I'm in the middle of a podcast. I'm always busy.
Padre, he is always busy, so we are massively appreciative that he came on down the line. We could have spoke for, I mean, we did speak for hours. We spoke for 2 hours, and we were covering everything from being Ryder Cup captain, playing Ryder Cups, winning majors, just basically his whole career up to now and how he's still progressing with his game. He was just fantastic. So because there's so much in there, we've split it into 2 videos. They'll both be out this week, but just not certain on the days. So if you can click the subscribe button and the notification bell, you'll get notified by YouTube when the videos are out. I'll put it in the YouTube community as well on the morning of the videos, and I'll put it on my Twitter and my Instagram, just because of Padre, not because of me and the Biff. You don't want to miss it. He's just an absolute legend. So yeah, if you could click all those, click all the buttons, just click them all, then you'll know when it's coming out. I'll see you next Tuesday, and I'll see you down the line.